I recently released a video called A Kaleidoscope in My Eyes, my most colorful build, where I took a Telecaster body that I had purchased from Graffiti Garage from Nancy and built a pretty and very, very colorful Telecaster. I asked her shortly after if she would paint a pickguard for me that had a sugar skull like the tattoo on my right forearm. And she agreed, and several weeks later it showed up. If you like this video, click like, subscribe, and notify. I love Dia de los Muertos, or the Day of the Dead, which is celebrated November 1st and 2nd. The first day celebrates the young who have died, and the second day honors adults who have passed away. In a lot of my videos, you can see the tattoo on my right forearm. It's a large sugar skull. I've had it for a very long time, long before it became trendy. I have a shelf in my house that displays about 50 different items with sugar skulls prominently displayed on them that I've collected over a very long period of time. The sugar skull, or calavera, are used as offerings to be placed on altars known as ofrendas, basically offerings for Dia de los Muertos. The holiday is important and should be honored. I revere the sugar skull as something of beauty. It's not very often where I build a guitar around a pickguard, but that's what I have done with this project. I purchased the body from Goodbye 711 on eBay for about $110. I wanted a white body that was still something different, would not take away or distract you from the pickguard. Next, I ordered a roasted maple neck that I thought would complement the body in this build. For electronics, I built a standard Telecaster modern 3-way switch circuit. I used CTS pots and an oak Grigsby switch. For the bridge, neck plate, control plate, volume and tone knobs, and other pieces of hardware, I used all Fender parts. The only thing that was not Fender was I ordered the brass knob for the 3-way switch from Forney Custom on eBay. They make a lot of really cool CNC parts out of metal for Strats and Telecasters. When I install a neck on a body, I'll install the bridge and tuners first. Then I'll install a low E and high E string and place the neck in the neck cavity of the body. I can eyeball the strings this way as I drill the neck plate screw holes and make sure the neck is in alignment. I become a renewed fan of putting beeswax on my screws before screwing them into a newly drilled hole. It really makes the process just go so much smoother. I install one screw at a time when I'm drilling the holes for the neck. After I install the screw, I always turn the guitar over and make sure the alignment is still proper. This way I can still make changes if I need to. I'm seen in the video using a power screwdriver. I do not finish installing the screws this way. I stop just short of the screw being tight, and then I stop and I hand tighten the screw, all the while making sure that I do not over tighten the screw. Do not over tighten or torque the screws when you're installing the neck. This can cause a myriad of issues, including cracks in the body. I started out the build with a different set of pickups than I ended up with. I really didn't like how the first set of pickups sounded with this guitar, and I had a feedback problem that I thought was related to a ground, but as soon as I replaced out the pickups, it went away. I finally pulled them, and I installed instead a set of Fender Tex-Mex pickups. They sounded the best with this guitar in hindsight, just with the name and description alone, fit in with the overall design of the guitar being to honor Dia de los Muertos. I also ended up pulling the neck and inserting a maple 0.5 degree shim. I had issues adjusting the low E and high E string heights. The saddles would bottom out on their bridge before I could lower the string height to the correct height. Once I installed the shim, everything was fine and I was able to make proper adjustments. Sometimes when you're installing parts that are made by different folks in different parts of the world, you may have some tweaks you may need to make like this. I love how elegant the final product looks. My hope is it is an honorable ofrendas as it is intended. The guitar plays beautifully. The neck is a satin finish and is a joy to play. The Fender Tex-Mex pickups, to me, are a staple for me and my Telecaster builds. They epitomize what a Telecaster is supposed to sound like. like this video, click like, subscribe, and notify.